What's up?
Come up here yet.
What you do?
Can't find the fucking tank.
Come on. All right, so we're on our way up to Woodland Park right now. We are about to do a tank removal and a soil remediation all in the same day. So this client came to us from, he was referred by another client. He's an investor. So he hired us before he owned the house. We came out with our equipment. We brought our geoprobe out there. We sampled around the tank. We found that there was contamination. We determined at that point exactly how much contamination was in the ground by performing what's called a delineation. So we drilled down, we figured out how deep the contamination is, how far it traveled. We determined if groundwater was impacted, and then we provided him with a fixed number. So he then took that number, went to the seller, and he worked that number into the deal. And now he closed about a month ago, so we applied for the permits. We got him on the schedule, and we're on our way up there now to perform the job. So we'll see how this pans out today.
Oh, no, it's true.
You can see this house is all like, this guy's gonna renovate this entire property. The inside of it was completely packed to the ceiling, apparently, with garbage. It's in pretty bad shape. Holy shit, you got a full tank, bro. We're about to pump this tank out, man. It's got almost 500 gallons of water in it. Tanks aren't supposed to have water in it. The reason why we couldn't find this tank, the fill pipe was buried, so most likely the water was coming through the fill pipe, but it also could have been coming through the bottom of the tank. Hey, Robert, he's the homeowner.
There you go. You clean it out inside?
Yeah, did you see that?
No.
I peered in the window. Looks good. Looks empty. Yeah.
How many dumpsters?
Take it.
6.
6, a little over 6.
Wow. Nice guess.
It was floor to ceiling.
Yeah.
With just shit.
Wow. Everything looks smooth today. When I say smooth, I mean we take our post-ex samples. They come back in 3 days clean, which means they don't have to be completely clean. They just be under the state standards. Once that tank's out, then we're going to start taking that contamination and we're going to start digging it out. We need to get down to a cleaner zone. It doesn't have to be completely clean. It just has to be cleaner or clean enough so we can pass the state regulations. And once that happens, our geologist will take 6 samples from the excavation, 1 from the bottom, 1 from each sidewall, and 1 from where the pipeline comes in. Those samples will take 3 days. As long as those samples come back from the lab and they're under the state standards, then we're going to write a report and get you no further action letter. I could get it in 10 days. So what we're finding is that it's pretty contaminated down there. We're just getting into it now, but you're probably looking at anywhere from 1 to 2 truckloads, maybe more. So we'll see what happens here.
The reason I went with Simple Tank is because a lot of my colleagues have recommended Simple Tank. They've used them and had very successful results. What I really like about it is I had the personal interaction with Teddy himself. He took interest in explaining the entire process. He sent out the geoprobe machine. His people were very competent. They explained what they were doing, sent it out to the lab, expediently got a lab report sent back to me, and I was able to make a determination if I had wanted to move forward with the purchase of the property itself. And based upon the information they provided with me, I decided to do so. And that's why we're here today. And quite frankly, I couldn't be happier with the experience.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, I just opened the mail and we got the NFA letter for Woodland Park.
Oh, nice. Yeah, man, he's going to be super happy. That was quick. We just did that job like literally 8 days ago. I think last Monday we did that job.
Yeah, it came in, so we got it, so we can let the client know.
All right, cool. I'll give him a call. Thanks for the heads up. Later.
Bye.
Nice. That's awesome, man. Woodland Park. So we just did that job on Monday of last week. What's today? Today's Friday, so it's not 10 business days. Literally, we got an NFA letter, so which is not typical in this industry. Usually, it takes anywhere from 30 to 45 days if the contractor's good to get a no further action letter, and that's the letter that you need in order to close. If you don't have that letter, you can't sell your property. So we're able to get that within 10 business days, which is super streamlined.
So I'm happy for the client. He's going to be super happy about it too.